Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Hot Healed Girl podcast. We're glad you joined us today.
We have some exciting news today. So on days that we don't plan what we're going to talk about, which I'm sure you guys know is often, I wash my hair on Friday, so my showers are super long, and I always think about it, and you always think about it. And sometimes we have ideas, sometimes we don't, but we have a good one today.
I mean, this is an idea that's been marinating for a
No,
while,
but I mean a
but
good, yeah, this is
yeah.
a good one for the podcast. And this is also one we've talked about for a while.
Yeah, you guys have heard it mentioned on the podcast before.
Guys, we're hard launching the book club. We are hard launching the Hot Healed Girl Bookclub.
Yay.
We're going to make some sort of group. Are we going to do a Facebook group?
I feel like that's the most convenient. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
so many options out there these days, but like,
Okay, so we're going to make a Facebook group. So, what to do if you want to join our book club? So, this should be coming out the last week of April. We were just talking about the logistics. We have a May book already chosen because we've been talking about this book since we decided about the book club. It's the only natural book to pick. Drum roll, please. The Untethered Soul.
yes. And I
So,
keep like putting off reading this book.
me
And so there
too.
must be a reason why. This must be the reason why.
100% because I've been putting off reading this book forever.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it so long ago, and then last year it actually got water damaged. I couldn't even tell you what happened in the middle of the night. There was water all over my coffee table when I woke up. We still don't know. It's literally still a mystery, and it ruined. I'm a coffee table book type of gal. Ruined a bunch of my books, and so I was like, I have to read it now because then I'll donate it because it's like gross. But I'm not. I already bought it, so I'm not going to buy a new one. And I never did it. I just kept putting it off. So let's do it. Let's read this book.
Yeah. And it's funny because I actually was going to download it on Audible to listen to it. And I was like looking at that one, and he has one other one, like The
Oh,
Untethered Life.
oh,
And
I
the
didn't know that.
covers are like almost identical. And so I accidentally downloaded that one because I was using my free credits. And so I'm like, well, I guess I'm listening to this one then. But I just thought it was funny because like I was trying to read it, but I still never read it.
We are excited. And I know a lot of people have read The Untethered Soul. So, and a lot of people say it's like one of their favorite books. So they'd love to come back to it. So even if you read it before, come back to it, read it with us. Or you don't even have to read it with us. You can just talk about it with us. Or if this does not excite you, you can always just stick, or you can always join and then wait for the next book, right? We
Mm-hmm.
don't plan on doing all health, motivational, like very cerebral books.
Yeah, especially I think for the summer, like I think we should just do some fun, like summer reading books, like fiction type
Yeah.
books, honestly,
I
because
mean,
I need to read more of those.
I read almost all fiction at this point in my life because I got into a point where I read all very cerebral books. Anything I did was either personal development or health.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started hating reading again because it just felt like it had to be productive. And I used to love reading.
Yep.
So now I read only fiction pretty much because I'm just like, when I'm not working, I don't want to keep working. I want to separate. I want to enjoy my reading.
Yep. I tend to listen to a lot more like audiobooks that aren't fiction. Well, I listen to both, but I prefer like reading the fiction books anymore.
Yeah.
Because same as you, like I was reading when I was 3. So
Yeah, I loved reading. Oh
yeah,
my
I
gosh.
literally don't remember a time that I wasn't reading.
Oh no, I get it. I was the same way.
Reading's just been a
I've
thing.
always, yeah, 100% same. I always loved reading, and my mom hated the library because she would always forget to take us there to drop off the books in time and amassed like $50 of fines. So she would always just take us to the books. Well, not us. My kids, siblings didn't like to read. She'd take me to the bookstore instead. And then at
Mm-hmm.
one point, I was reading like a book a day, like all the time. And I was just like, wee, this is fun. And my mom was like, I think you need to read a little bit slower. This is a little bit of an expensive habit at this point. I was like, what? Which, yeah, a book a day is an expensive habit. I understand. Um, so yeah, I get it. And then I fell out of love for reading because in college it's all just like reading for learning. And like I didn't have time to read because I
Mm-hmm.
didn't make the time for it. I didn't want to.
Yep.
And then like I said, same for out of college. I started, and then that was when I was working in finance. So all my fucking spare time was spent personal development or health stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are. We're back. We love reading again. We love fiction.
Everything has its phase.
Oh, 100%. And now I like fiction read. Like my goal is 50 books this year. I'm on pace for it. I don't know. I'm just going for it.
And listen to, like, if I count my audiobooks, I'm probably on track for that. But
Do you use Audible?
no, I don't actually really like Audible. I signed up for because they gave me a like a 3 month free trial. And I don't know, I just keep going back to there's an app called Libby and an app called Cloud
I do know
Library,
Libby.
and you can connect your library cards to them. So between the two of those, pretty much I have most of the books that I want. But it runs through your library system, so it honestly just kind of depends on how big your library
Yeah,
system
apparently our
is.
library system sucks, which I didn't think it was gonna suck. Well, it sucks for things I want for my taste.
Mm-hmm.
Because I looked into it and I was like, I don't want any of these books.
Yeah, try Cloud Library because I do
Wow.
find that they seem to have, even though it's the same library system, I don't know why they seem to have more options on
Okay.
there. So,
I'll look into it. Yeah, so back to book club. We want to be friends. Yay.
that's
We want to
basically why we created this.
Well, yeah, because honestly, we're not the only ones. Like, there's so many people talking about wanting a community and
Mm-hmm.
just like not, and that's why a lot of people even get on the health side of Instagram to begin with. And I was on the health side of Instagram for years before I was even able to actually find community, right? Like, you hear about it, but it feels like a Yeti where like it exists somewhere, but does it? Like, some people find it, but it never existed for me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're bringing you together. We're all going to be besties. Um, so yeah, the first book is The Untethered Soul for May. It's our May book because, like we said, this is coming out the end of April. May book, and then we're going to decide the actual date. I think we should poll the people and decide what day of the week works best for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to do that last like full week in May, like the week of the like 24th is the Wednesday. I'm pretty sure the 24th is in the middle of the week. So that week we'll poll the people that are excited about this, about what days work best for them. Cause like, I don't know, are you someone that's like Sunday is the only day that works for me? Do we do weekdays? What does it look like?
Mm-hmm. Or even some people are like evenings. I know that's not Courtney's jam, but
Well, if you're like gonna make me stay up until 8 p.m., I won't ever be there. Not that I don't stay up till 8 p.m. I pretty much go to sleep at like 8:30. But if you're gonna need
she's
me
like
on a
she's
call,
halfway to snoozing by 8 p.m.
if you need me on a call at 8 p.m., I'm not going to be there. I
Yeah.
don't want screens. I have full orange blue blockers on at that point. I've eaten dinner. I'm cuddled up under a blanket on the couch. Like, that's my aesthetic at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
in my matching pajamas.
Yeah, so we probably won't even have 8 p.m. as an option, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, and I know that that's obviously tricky because we have all of the coasts. We
Mm-hmm.
gotta take it all. And that's why I never make it to any corporate beauty counter calls ever, because they do it at 5 p.m. Pacific because that's where their headquarters is. And I will never make it. Nope.
Sleeping time for the parent.
It's just it's a no from me, dog. I'm okay with it.
It's all good.
Yeah. So, and then also we'll do, I think we should do some votes for like the next books, right? Are we looking to do a fiction? Are we looking to do a health? Like, what does everyone want to do? Do you want to read personal development all day long? Like, this can be for you if you want it to be accountability. Like, I've been like us, we've been meaning to read The Untethered Soul and we're finally going to get to it. Or if you just want it to be fun and to talk with people about stuff, like, I'm down for whatever you want this to be.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I don't feel like we're picky about this. We just want to bring people together and, make it a thing.
Yeah. If we're reading like horror books, maybe not
So
so much my jam, but
I
like
don't read any horrors or thrillers. Again, you won't find me there. I'll like wave, I'll like log into the call, be like, hi guys, bye guys. Like, would love to be there. I don't know if it's just because I feel too much energy, too many things. I don't know. Your girl can't even watch scary movie commercials. Like I will just hide my face and plug my ears, and I've been that way since I was a kid. So
I like the psychological thrillers, but they're more like mysteries to me. So
yeah, I don't know. I've been told that it's my overactive imagination,
I'm sure
which,
that has something to do with it.
could make sense to me. Whatever. I don't need to label it. All I know is what I do and don't like. So I am gonna have one caveat. Where the Crawdads Sing, we're not reading in this book club. I've already read it and it's such a bad book. Sorry. If you think it's a good book and you're coming for my throat, that's okay. But like it's just not gonna be one of the things that's up for option.
I've heard that like a very either people love it or they hate it. I haven't read it just
Yeah,
because
it's very polarizing. And I am surprised that so many people love it because everyone says it's a slow start, and it is a slow start. But then when you get to the juice and the meat, I felt like it was one of the most predictable books. I felt like I knew exactly what was happening the whole time. And then at the end, I was like, that wasn't really entertaining. I just felt like I knew what was happening.
yeah. And I've heard some stuff about the author too. Like she's not actually like that great of a human. So
Oh, I did not know that.
I don't know.
Delia Owens, I think it is.
Yeah, apparently she like I heard something once that she like purchased a historical property or like historical home
Mm-hmm.
from someone and was like, no, I'm not going to tear it down, and then like demolished it like 10 days after purchase. And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's sad.
really? Really? I have
Oh,
a
I
very
didn't know
soft
that.
spot for
Oh, yeah.
historical things, and so I can't stand when people do that.
Yeah, that's sad. I didn't know that. I read the book during the Coco times because everyone was reading it
Hmm.
and so lame. Not this is nothing against you if you like it. We are all welcome to our own opinions, but I'm just not going to have us read it again in this book club. That's like the one hard stance I will take as one of the creators of this book club, that we will not read that book.
I'm fine with that because, like I
I
said,
get one. Exactly. I'm like,
I,
we can get a couple of opinions. That is one of my opinions. That like, if you want to read it on your own, I have no problem with it. But I don't want to read it in this book club because I've done
yeah.
it and it was not my cup of tea.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that's my
That's
only hard and I will put my foot down.
that's fine. We'll put that in the description. We will not be reading the crap out of Sing.
Yeah, there's lots of other fiction books we can read though. Whatever. I mean, there's so many out there.
There's plenty to
Let's
read.
call it what it is.
Yeah.
Do you have any opinions on any things that you really want to do or really don't want to do? No,
Not that I
okay.
can think of. I mean, there's obviously genres that I'm, like I said, like horror that I'm not super into. I know a lot of people are into like the fantasy books. That's not really my genre either, but I'm also open to,
Me too, but I'm open to try.
yeah, to trying them. Like if there's some that people are like, this book is amazing, I'll try
Same.
it. So,
Same. Yeah, I'm not as much of a fantasy person, but I'm willing to try. Try
mhm.
anything once.
Yeah. But I think we should just keep it like a mixture, but obviously, like you said, pull the people and see what they want to read.
What
Um,
other books are on your TBR that you're like, maybe would be next?
for me,
Yeah.
um, there's a couple books by Vex King that I want to read. I don't remember the names of them. Again, they're more like self-help books, but
Okay.
some of them, the way he writes is more like a story though.
Okay.
So I find them easy to follow along with. And then I have another one. I don't remember where I saved it. I can't. Yeah, I don't have it on here, but it's on somewhere. But most of them are
So
in the
personal
self-help
development
genre.
books. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I
But
don't ever call them self-help. I call it personal development. It's the same exact thing.
same thing.
I know. Because I feel like self-help people give it a negative connotation, but I'm like, don't we all need help?
We all need help. So much help.
I know.
If you think you
Well,
don't need help, then you probably need a lot of help.
Like probably my favorite book of all time is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero or Sincero. I might be saying it wrong. And it's personal development, self-help, whatever you want to call it. And it opened me up to the world of personal development. Like I read it in college and I was like, oh my God, mind blown. Like this stuff is amazing. And I just think it's so funny because when I started reading, people were like, you're reading that. And I was like, this stuff's polarizing sometimes. But now I'm like, no, no, it's not. We all need help. If you're not reading personal development, self-help, you should try it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know Vex. Sorry. Is Vex the first or last name? I totally
My
blacked
first
out.
name, Vex King.
I have never heard of Vex King, but I'm open.
I'm listening to one of his books right now, and it's pretty good. He has one, I think he's the author of this book. Let me see. It's
Yeah,
called The 5 Minute Morning, I think.
well, no, the one I know is like the 5 a.m. club. Yeah,
Maybe that's it.
I've heard of it. I've never read it, but I know a bunch of people who have. Um, I don't have any. Well,
That's
no,
not
I've
by him either, though, so I
okay.
don't know.
We have Google. I have Google.
The 5 a.m. Club's by Robin Sharma.
It says apparently, wait, Vex King or oh, I don't know. Some of these things say it's King Vex. Good vibes, good life, closer to love. Healing is the new high.
That's the one I'm listening to right now.
Healing is the new high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the only ones that are coming up right now. Those three.
I think The Mountain Is You is the other one I wanted to read.
Brianna Wiest, that's one of my favorite books too.
Is it?
That is such a good book. I would totally be down to read it with people. I have recommended it to multiple ones of my clients too. So
Yeah, I want to read that one.
that I actually have gotten through it, but like skimmed and then I'm back in it because you take different things from it every time. That one,
Mm-hmm.
highly recommend.
All right, so we'll put that one on our list too.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't have, like I said, I don't have anything on that is like pressing for me to talk about with people because I have about like 40 books that I haven't read before because I think I'm a book hoarder at heart. Apparently, it's part of being a manifesting generator. I found that out the other day. Someone said that the reason, because like man gens typically have a lot of different hobbies, like you
Mm-hmm.
can't, or not even hobbies, like a lot of different passions. Like you can't typically be like tied down into one thing. And that's why I half read so many books because like you're into it and then you're like, ah, and then you move on. So apparently it's not my fault.
It's my sign.
You
You're
know,
defaulting.
you know, I've always just thought it was a personality trait about me because literally I'm always reading 6 books at once. Always. Don't know. There's like 4 on my nightstand. There's 3 on the coffee table. Like I'm always reading 72 books at once, except the fiction ones I move through because you don't have to read a fiction one unless it sucks,
Yeah,
personally.
that's,
Like,
I mean, that's kind of how I am. I don't remember what I'm some type of generator, but I don't remember what it was. But now
well, then
I'm
you'd just be a
gonna go look
generator.
it
You're
up.
either a manifesting generator or a generator. Those are the only two.
I thought there
Yeah.
was one more.
No, it's projector, manifesting generator, generator, and oh, crud. Oh, there's a 4th one. Dang it.
Then
Come
it's
on.
possible I was a manifesting generator because I feel like it was 2 words. I don't know.
You totally could be. Uh, what's the other one? Now I'm going to look up human
There's too
design.
many things to be. There's astrology, there's
I know.
numerology, there's
The other one's
human
reflector.
design.
Oh no, when people are like, tell me about your numerology, tell me about your signs, tell me about your human design, I'm like, gosh.
I feel like they're all different and all like broadly kind of could describe anyone. I don't know.
Yeah, and then there's personality tests, which are pretty biased because they're when you like go in and say things about yourself. So it's really how
Mm-hmm.
you see yourself.
Yep.
That's what I think is at least interesting about astrology, like with the rising signs and the moon signs. Like some of them are the way you see yourself, some of them or others are the way the world sees you.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. But yeah, so apparently being a manifesting generator means that I don't finish books, which is totally me.
Why she's starting a book club.
I know. Well, things like I've been in many book clubs before and I will read the book of the book club because like it's an assignment.
Mm-hmm.
But things like there's certain personal development books, if they don't hit, then I'll just like slowly make my way through them and it'll take me 3 years. Or certain educational books, let's be real. The health, nutrition, educational books, they're just there for education. So it's not easy to read them all the way through.
Yeah.
Like,
There's probably only a handful that I've read actually like cover to cover.
me too. And
Otherwise, I'll just like kind of flip through and find the
yeah,
pieces that I'm
and you
looking
can use
for at
them
the
as
time.
resources. So
Yeah.
I've no like that's why I keep all of them. Obviously, I donate and sell some of my like fiction books because I won't read a fiction book again, but all the other ones like I'll use them as a resource. But like The Body Keeps the Score, great book, never read the whole thing. It is long, thick and dense.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's some books I definitely don't know that I'll ever make it through,
That's okay.
but and part of me like wants to finish them, but I'm like, no, it's just not it for me. That's okay. Okay. That's all I have to say about our book club. Who's excited? I'm excited. DM us. You could tell the people the email because I'll never remember the email. If they want to email us about it,
It's Hot Healed Girl Podcast at gmail.com. And it's always in the link below also. And then we'll probably just link the Facebook group in the description of this podcast as well.
yeah. Yeah. We'll make the Facebook group so you can join. We will be doing the poll. I think we should do in the Facebook group. So if you want to be a part of it, join the Facebook group. If you don't
Yeah.
have Facebook, let us know. We can still take your opinion.
Yeah. You can still be a part of it. I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll do the book club meetings somewhere else, like on Zoom or
I
whatever.
mean, we'll just do them on Zoom because I
Yeah.
have the Zoom that you can go forever and ever.
I mean, so do I, but yeah.
And yeah, I'm like, you don't, we pay for Zoom.
Yeah.
So we're going to use it. You damn well know.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I have to say about book club. Anything else?
I don't think so. Come be friends with us. We
Let's
are,
hang out and read together.
yeah, come chat with us. It'll be like you're on the podcast with us.
Pretty much.
Because like
I
what
am
you see here is what you get basically everywhere.
I am going to take The Untethered Soul off my bookshelf today now.
All right.
We're
I'm just
ready.
probably gonna rent it from my library.
Yeah, I have a library card, but the library smells bad, so I won't go there.
Mine smells fine, I guess.
I have a thing
We
about
have
old
we have
books.
like multiple libraries. I have one like 5 minutes from my house, so that's the one I go to. But then we have our newer one, and it's like one of the biggest one-story libraries in the US. Like they turned an
Oh,
old
that's fun.
Walmart building into a library. So it's huge.
That's
But
fun.
yeah.
I have well, one of them apparently around here is redone, so I should go to that one because like I have a thing where I hate the smell of old books. I think it's because it makes me think of mold and mustiness.
Probably.
So I do have a bit of a book buying problem because I hate the smell of old books so much. But apparently there's one of the ones around us is like was recently renovated new, so I'm like maybe I won't hate it.
Yeah. Or you could just like because they usually have the new section of like all the new books that they just got.
That's
Just
true.
go there, grab
Just go
something
to the
and
new,
get
yeah,
out.
get the new books. That's a good point. Only read new books.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I do think I should do that because I want to use the library, but like when I get an old book, I'm like gives me PTSD to my nom days.
Yeah. I get it.
I get war flashbacks.
All
Okay.
right. Where can the people find you to tell you that they want to be part of the book club?
At the THE Rooted in Health. I am excited for this book club and to be friends. What about you?
At Emily Joy Wellness. also very excited. And yeah, can't wait to connect with you guys in the group.
I know we had like a pretty decent response when we talked about it. I think it was like 3 or 4 months ago. And so now it's
Yeah.
happening, people.
Delayed response, but we get there, guys. We get there.
Life happens sometimes.
Truly. All right. Well, we will see you in the book club because it will be live when this episode goes out. So, yeah. Courtney is doing her weird end of the show things here. So
Well, if
if
you
you're
would
not
just
on
stop hitting
YouTube.
record, then I wouldn't have to keep going.
All right, bye.